Welcome to AI Brief, episode 187. I'm Amin.
And I'm Leah. We're here to guide you through the absolute latest in AI and science today.
Our mission, as always, is to cut through all the noise and just give you the impactful, maybe even surprising facts you need to know.
Yeah, and today we've got quite the deep dive planned. We'll look at some major collaborations putting AI learning tools right into classrooms.
Uh-huh. And SoftBank's really ambitious push into, well, artificial superintelligence.
Plus some amazing breakthroughs in robotics using generative AI. It's pretty cool stuff.
And that's not all. We've got a kind of rapid-fire round on other big developments, think cosmic wonders, cellular secrets.
And we'll finish up with some top AI tools you can actually use right now to boost your productivity.
So yeah, get ready for quite a journey.
Definitely.
Okay, so let's unpack this first big piece of news. It's this multi-year partnership between Pearson, the huge education company, and Google.
Right. This is a pretty significant move for education.
It really is. They're essentially teaming up to bring AI learning tools into primary and secondary classrooms.
The main goal seems to be personalizing learning, tailoring things to each student.
Exactly. And also, maybe crucially, easing the workload for teachers. Think automating tasks, giving them data insights.
And what's really fascinating here, I think, is how it signals this broader shift in education. We're moving away from just like standard lessons for everyone.
Towards something more student-focused.
Yeah, student-centered, accessible, and hopefully more effective. It's all powered by adaptive tech. This isn't just giving kids tablets.
No, it's more fundamental.
It's Google's data processing meeting Pearson's educational knowledge
Yeah.
to make these truly adaptive learning paths. It could really show where students need help or where they excel like never before.
Reshaping things.
Potentially, yeah. Reshaping curriculum, how we teach. And we're seeing others do this too, right? Microsoft, Amazon, they're in this space. It feels like AI-driven learning is, well, the direction things are heading.
Okay, so from the classroom, let's jump to the boardroom. And here's where it gets really interesting, I think. SoftBank's vision.
Oh, yeah, this is ambitious.
Very. They're not just like investing in AI. They want to be a leading provider of an artificial superintelligence platform, ASI.
Which, just to clarify for everyone, ASI isn't just smarter AI. It's that hypothetical intelligence that far surpasses humans. Self-improving, solving problems we can't even grasp yet.
Exactly. So this is a massive push into the, let's say, deep end of the AI pool. Speculative, maybe, but huge.
Their platform is expected to have all the advanced stuff, machine learning, NLP, computer vision, aimed at driving business growth.
It's definitely a long-term play. No specific timeline announced, but the intention is very clear.
And if you connect this to the bigger picture, SoftBank's move isn't just about investing. It feels like they want to own the infrastructure for future AI.
Like a utility provider.
Kind of, yeah, a utility for intelligence itself, making ASI accessible to businesses, potentially.
That would be incredibly disruptive.
Across so many industries, right? Healthcare, finance, even education again. It could democratize capabilities that only a few tech giants really have now. And it feeds into that broader trend we keep seeing, companies realizing they just have to invest big in AI to stay competitive, to really transform.
It's a powerful vision. Okay, so while SoftBank's thinking super abstract, let's bring it back down to earth, to physical stuff. MIT CSAIL and robotics.
Ah, the jumping robot. Yeah, this is cool.
So researchers there are using generative AI. GenAI, the kind that creates new designs, doesn't just analyze data.
Right, to generative.
But to refine how robots are built. And the results are pretty amazing. They got a robot to jump, what was it, 41% higher?
41%.
Yeah.
And land safely, which a human design version couldn't do nearly as well.
And the method is interesting, too. GenAI suggests shapes, sometimes weird ones like curved parts.
Unconventional solutions, yeah.
And they test them in simulation, 3D print them, the big win. Saves engineers a ton of time, and the robots perform way better. It finds solutions humans might not even think of.
Which raises that important question, what are the wider implications?
Beyond just jumping.
Exactly. Think manufacturing, logistics, maybe even robots in our homes eventually. This research really highlights that growing link between AI, machine learning, and physical design. It leads to robots that are just more efficient, more adaptable, better at complex tasks in the real world.
It could really shake up multiple industries.
Absolutely. Creating machines that aren't just smarter in software, but physically superior too. Optimized.
Truly an exciting leap. Okay, let's maybe slow the pace just a touch here. Because these next few breakthroughs, they might not be grabbing headlines in the same way, but they're revolutionary in their own fields.
Right, covering everything from the edges of the cosmos down to, well, our own biology. And data storage.
So, starting way out there,
Yeah.
the Vera C. Rubin Observatory. It has the largest digital camera ever built, and it just released its first test images.
And they're incredible. In just 10 hours, it captured millions of distant galaxies, thousands of asteroids, amazing cosmic structures, all in unprecedented detail.
The sheer data gathering power is kind of mind-boggling.
Yeah.
Its main mission starts later this year, a 10-year time-lapse of the southern sky.
Expected to generate more data than all previous optical telescopes combined. It's not just pretty pictures, it's about understanding the dynamic universe, dark energy, dark matter, things we barely grasp.
Astounding. And speaking of things we're just starting to grasp,
Mm-hmm.
scientists have found a previously unknown structure inside human cells.
Yeah, they're calling it the hemifusum.
Okay, the hemifusum, and it does what exactly?
It seems to sort and manage vital cellular materials, but the really unique thing, it's transient. It appears and disappears as needed.
So it's dynamic, not a fixed part.
Exactly. Suggests a very responsive role in cell health, and problems with it might be linked to genetic conditions like Hermansky-Pudlak syndrome.
Which affects quite a few people.
Around 200,000 in the U.S., yeah. So understanding this could lead to totally new treatment strategies targeting this critical transient part.
Wow. Okay, from inside the cell to the blueprint itself, there's this controversial project to recreate the human genome.
Controversial, but potentially groundbreaking. The goal is literally building sections of human DNA, molecule by molecule. Eventually, maybe entire chromosomes.
From scratch.
From scratch. The scientists involved think this could revolutionize treatment for incurable diseases, maybe even let us develop disease-resistant cells.
Building life's instructions to fix bugs, essentially.
That's one way to put it. It really pushes the boundary of understanding life and, well, our ability to engineer it.
Okay, one more quick hit before we get to tools. Data storage. Get this. A stamp-sized drive that could hold 3 years' worth of music.
It sounds like science fiction, but it's based on some clever quantum manipulation. They sandwiched a rare earth element, dysprosium, between nitrogen atoms.
Creating insane data density.
Staggering. 3 terabytes per square centimeter. That's like 40,000 CDs on something the size of a postage stamp.
But there's a catch, right?
The catch is it needs to be super cooled, like minus 279 degrees Fahrenheit. So not practical for your pocket just yet.
Right, just a bit chilly.
But the long-term potential, if they crack that cooling problem, it could completely change data centers, how we handle this massive digital footprint we all have.
Cloud computing, AI training, archiving everything.
Exactly. Fundamentally different storage on a global scale.
All right, fascinating stuff across the board. Let's wrap things up by bringing it back to the here and now. Practical applications, some trending AI tools that can genuinely boost your productivity.
Yeah, tools you can check out today. First up, MagicForm. Think of it as a no-code AI sales rep.
Okay.
It books qualified appointments for you 24/7, basically.
Yeah.
Takes the grunt work out of lead gen and follow-up. Keeps that sales pipeline flowing.
Nice. Okay, what else?
For anyone creating visuals, designers, marketers, anyone really, there's Clipdrop. It's AI-powered, helps you make stunning visuals really fast. Seconds, they claim.
Making pro-level graphics more accessible.
Exactly. Then there's Lemlist. This one's great for sales and outreach, too. Helps you build lead lists with verified emails.
That's useful.
Right? And personalize messages at scale. And crucially, send cold emails that actually engage people, that stand out, making outreach just more effective.
And finally,
DeskSense. This is more of a general assistant for problem solving in content creation.
like writing emails, summaries.
Emails, replies, summaries, articles, blog posts, social media stuff. It helps generate quality drafts quickly, freeing you up for more strategic thinking.
So quite a range of tools there.
Definitely. And what this really shows, I think, is how accessible AI is becoming for everyday tasks, for business operations.
It's not just huge companies or researchers anymore.
Right. It's empowering individuals, empowering organizations to do more, often with less effort, democratizing capabilities.
So what a deep dive today, huh? We went from AI in classrooms and super intelligence strategies
Dude, jumping robots, cosmic photos, tiny cell parts.
and right down to tools you can use on your laptop. It's really clear AI is moving fast from labs into our daily lives, affecting how we learn, store data, even understand ourselves.
It's a truly fascinating time to be watching all this unfold.
Absolutely. So, as you think about all this, maybe consider how quickly is this landscape shifting? What impossible breakthroughs are next? And how are they going to reshape Well, everything.
Good questions to ponder. Definitely keep exploring these topics.
And please follow AI Brief wherever you get your deep dives.
Yeah, and if you found this useful, maybe share it with a friend or a colleague you think would appreciate staying informed.